Hi, I'm Jasmine Roth, and you're watching Rock the Block. Oh my gosh, the Confessionals.
Let's do it.
I've connected with each one of our incredible teams
Now I'm gonna watch my mouth.
separately so they can really dish on what went down this season on Rock the Block.
I think I need therapy after this.
So Allison and Mike, what was it like for you winning the kitchen challenge?
Winning the kitchen was such an awesome moment for me just because I'm standing next to Mike Holmes, who I met for the first time last year on Rock the Block, who gave me the win for my kitchen.
The winner is Allison.
And now together, we are winning the kitchen challenge. It felt even better, even sweeter this time around. That kitchen had it all.
You know what it was, Allison? It was put in that 48-inch range, which was quite stunning and very expensive, and that's where you put the money in. Allison knows this, fridge, stove. But to dress it up that the eye doesn't catch it right away is everything.
How did you feel when you heard that you weren't the winner?
You know what? I don't think we were, that was like, not as shocked because, I mean, come on now. She did Kitchen Crashers for, Brian said.
Since she was 12 years old. She's been doing it for 40 years. So she should have won that.
You were gonna get, you better watch out.
Allison knows we love her.
She gonna come get you.
But even though we didn't see it, we just imagine, oh my gosh, Mike and Allison together tag teaming a kitchen.
Oh yeah.
We're probably not gonna win that one.
Him inspecting every fixture and every plumbing thing.
Even though, Jasmine, when we walked through their house, at the very end, in the kitchen, he had a burned out light bulb.
Oh.
I called him out so quickly. I said, Mike, make it right, bro. You got a burnt out light bulb.
I thought their finishes were gorgeous. I thought their island was beautiful.
I couldn't agree more.
That woman has like...
She loves a corbel.
She must have like corbels buried in a backyard somewhere.
She never met a corbel she doesn't like. She's an equal opportunity corbel enthusiast.
If Allison didn't win that kitchen, she would have had me teasing her for the rest of her life. I mean, she did Kitchen Crashers for so many seasons.
Oh my God, we weren't even in the running.
As we walked through the other kitchens, I don't know why we weren't in the other two, top two, but it didn't surprise me that Allison won that one.
But once you studied the kitchens though, David, didn't you feel like there were some things that should have went the other, like, okay, wait a minute.
When I walk into Brian and Mika's kitchen, I think both of our jaws dropped because it was gigantic. It was like, listen, if kitchens sell homes, then mic drop, boop.
How did it feel to be judged? That was your first time being judged.
I literally almost like walked off set as they came in because I almost had a panic attack.
I know.
Green for me, it's a little tough for me. It's very specific, and sometimes, as you guys know, people can't look past something like that.
We're not safe people. We didn't win Design Star being safe. So we're not gonna be safe in this competition either. I was like, why am I so nervous about what these two people think of my house?
Yes.
Like, this is so insane.
There's few things that I can't stand more than being judged. It was so bad, I thought I was gonna barf. It was uncomfortable.
Our note was we should have had the coffee bar not behind cabinets, but out for everyone to see and maybe lit up. And like that kind of feedback is so subjective.
Babe, no.
Yeah, it was. They were there to judge, so of course they're absolutely entitled to their opinion.
Going back to knowing that a family's gonna be in this house, we're like, add storage, because that adds value. But I don't want it to like take away from the elegance, so hide the pantry and make it just look like it's part of the big wall of cabinets.
Thought that was really cool.
Unfortunately, the judges that week didn't agree, and
Tarek didn't like it. I'm like, Tarek, what are you talking about, bro?
he couldn't find it. Well, that's not my fault.
Yeah, Tarek had a little trouble finding the hidden pantry. We should have given a roadmap.
Let's take it back.
Uh-oh.
I want to know your first impression of each of the teams.
Oh man. Ooh, intimidation.
Well, I think we were like awestruck. Like, you know, we watch you guys all the time, and we're like the new kids on the block, so people didn't even really know who we were. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're in trouble.
Nate and Jeremiah seemed to me like they're the type that they're soft-spoken and they seemed all innocent.
And they kill you.
Those are the ones you have to be afraid of. So I was already there on my radar for sure.
The funny thing is I didn't really know anyone. I met Allison once, that was last year. I met Nate, I was on his show when he did the Nate Berkus show. I didn't know anyone.
Allison, you kind of had an idea as to who some of the competition was going to be because they had reached out to you ahead of time, not knowing that you were a competitor, right?
I'm friends with a majority of the cast. I got calls from several of them going, you did this, should I do it? What was it like? Couldn't let them know that I did it. Even David, who's one of my closest friends, I couldn't even tell David. And so when he saw me, he's like, you little you lied to me. I'm like, I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you.
Allison and Mike were the wild card. We didn't anticipate. Allison we know from last season, and we know that she's battle axe. She doesn't mince her words. And the fact that she was back was really interesting and a twist.
I had like a weird thing with Mike years ago. He was a guest on my talk show, and it was like a uncomfortable interview that didn't really go well, and I hadn't seen him, heard from him for years since then. So I was a little apprehensive about being on location, but it turned out I actually like him a lot. And he's a really consistent, kind of lovely guy. He said at the end to both of us, I'll admit it, you both have a lot of talent. And I was like, oh, is that painful for you to say out loud, Mike? He thought like we've just been doing all this stuff because, you know, we've got nice hair. Allison too, I mean, I was intimidated. Only because stylistically and renovation-wise, she does add a lot of character to every space. I had no idea what she would do.
I'm gonna say something and it's gonna sound shady, but it's not meant to be shady. I wasn't intimidated by any of them from the beginning. It's not my mindset, and you know, I didn't even go into that. They all seemed nice, I was excited, and I was looking forward to meeting everybody.
Nate and Jeremiah, I was like, icons.
I think I bugged out when I heard Nate and Jeremiah's name. Oh my God, I have your book. I fangirled for a minute.
They're so talented and so incredible and so amazing that shook me for a loop. And when I saw Allison and Mike, I was like, we have experience.
I think that's when I about fell out of my chair. I was like, this is not fair. This ain't fair, this ain't fair. This ain't fair. She knows the rules. She knows exactly what she did wrong. It's not, make it stop.
Would you say that you were confident going in?
Totally confident. I was like, I have years on these people. I have done this over and over. Yeah, I felt pretty confident.
Jeremiah, what about you?
No, not at all. I mean, listen, I'm confident in what we create, but I was not nobody hates to compete more than I do. I'm not built for it. I didn't even like in high school, I was a swimmer, so that I was on my own, but still part of a team. It's a really weird exercise and very vulnerable from a creative standpoint.
We're good at what we do. I think the intimidation factor was just the other teams, right? Because they're established, they've got their style.
We're like, you know what? We're up against the best. If we want to become one of the best, we have to beat the best. And I think that just made us work that much harder.
I love it.
The other side of it was like, hey man, there's a reason that HGTV, out of all the talent, reached out to put us on this show, and we deserve to be here, so we need to embrace that and just do our best.
I thought everyone else said no.
Oh, well, that could have been it too.
I was going in just to have fun. Like that's what I was doing. Like I haven't designed in a while, and I was like, ooh, let's do something fun. You know, I didn't go in it to win. I already won. I've been on the network for 14 years. Winner. Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to win, so I don't like losing. I don't like being told no. I like carrying the W. I like having the tiara on my head. I like having the trophy in my right arm. I like having that sash leaning over my left shoulder. I like the W, honey.